The red dust storms sweep across the Martian plains, where humanity's greatest adventure is about to unfold. Right now, two global powers are racing to plant their flag on this alien world, and the stakes couldn't be higher. In one corner stands SpaceX, with Elon Musk's bold vision of Mars Base Alpha, not just a temporary outpost, but humanity's first permanent foothold on another planet. This isn't science fiction anymore. With Starship's development hitting crucial milestones, the foundation for this Martian city is taking shape. But the path to Mars isn't a solo journey. China has emerged as a formidable competitor, pushing forward with their own ambitious Mars program. Their successful Zhurong rover was just the beginning. Now they're setting their sights on something much bigger. The competition is transforming into a modern space race that will define the next chapter of human civilization. From autonomous robots preparing the Martian surface to the first human boots pressing into red soil, every step forward brings us closer to becoming a multi-planetary species. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on Mars Base Alpha, the blueprint for humanity's first home on the red planet. We'll explore how SpaceX plans to turn this vision into reality, why the timeline is accelerating, and what it means for the future of space exploration. This is Elon Musk 24 Hours, and this is the story of how we'll build our first city on Mars. Let's dive right in. The first light of dawn breaks over the Martian horizon, painting the sky in shades of pink and orange that no human has yet witnessed in person. Soon, these alien sunrises will become a daily sight for the brave pioneers of Mars Base Alpha. Standing at the viewing window of their Mars-bound Starship, the first crew will watch this same light illuminate what they've trained years to create. Not just another space outpost, but the cornerstone of humanity's greatest leap into the cosmos. Their hearts will race with a mixture of anticipation and responsibility, knowing that every decision they make will echo through human history. But before we can call the red planet our second home, we need to understand exactly how SpaceX plans to transform this hostile world into a thriving human settlement. The journey that will change humanity forever begins not with a dramatic countdown, but with countless hours of meticulous planning and preparation. In SpaceX's mission control, teams of engineers and scientists have spent years analyzing every detail of the Martian surface. Through their tireless work, they've identified the perfect landing zones for Mars Base Alpha, regions sitting below 40 degrees latitude where the sun's energy can be harnessed most effectively. These aren't just coordinates on a map. They're the future homes of thousands of human beings who will risk everything to build a new civilization. But it's not just about solar power. These locations harbor something even more precious: water ice, hidden just beneath the rusty Martian soil. This frozen treasure will become the lifeblood of our Mars settlement, providing not just water for survival, but the raw materials for fuel, oxygen, and sustaining human life itself. Before human boots touch Martian soil, robotic pioneers will pave the way. At least 2 Starship cargo missions will land at these carefully selected sites, carrying the seeds of our future colony. These autonomous machines aren't just delivery vehicles. They're the first workers of Mars Base Alpha. Picture massive rovers deploying from Starship's cargo bay, their advanced sensors mapping the terrain in unprecedented detail, while others begin the crucial task of extracting water ice from beneath the surface. But here's where the story takes an interesting turn. While SpaceX races to establish this foothold on Mars, China's space program isn't standing still. Their successful Zhurong rover was just the beginning. The Chinese Space Agency is now accelerating their own Mars ambitions, with plans for sample return missions by 2031. This isn't just about scientific discovery anymore. It's about securing humanity's future in space. The competition has added urgency to SpaceX's timeline. Elon Musk now projects the first uncrewed Starship missions to Mars could launch between late 2026 and early 2027. These missions aren't just tests. They're the foundation of everything to come. Each Starship will carry critical infrastructure, power generation systems, life support equipment, and the machinery needed to produce fuel on Mars. But the real revolution begins with the arrival of the first human crews, expected around late 2028 or early 2029. These pioneers, teams of 10 to 20 astronauts, will face challenges unlike anything in human history. Their first home will be the Starship itself, offering 1,100 cubic meters of living space. While that might sound spacious, imagine sharing that space with your colleagues for months on end while working to build humanity's first extraterrestrial civilization. The transformation of Mars begins with the power plants. Using a process called in situ resource utilization, these facilities will convert Mars's carbon dioxide atmosphere and water ice into liquid methane and oxygen, the very fuel that will power future starships. It's a perfect example of how Mars Base Alpha isn't just about survival. It's about creating a self-sustaining presence on another world. As construction progresses, 3D printing technology will reshape the Martian landscape. Massive printers using local materials will create radiation-shielded habitats, workshops, and eventually entire living quarters. This is where the base truly begins to take shape, growing from a collection of landing sites into a genuine settlement. The challenge of radiation protection cannot be understated. Mars lacks Earth's protective magnetic field, making radiation shielding essential for long-term survival. SpaceX's engineers have developed innovative solutions, including habitats that will be partially buried under Martian soil, providing natural protection while maintaining connection to the surface facilities. But perhaps the most ambitious aspect of Mars Base Alpha is its growth potential. The initial base is designed with expansion in mind. Each new landing zone will be carefully integrated into the existing infrastructure, creating a network of interconnected facilities that can eventually support hundreds, even thousands of inhabitants. Water management will be crucial to this expansion. Advanced water recycling systems will ensure not a drop is wasted, while new extraction techniques will tap into Mars' subsurface ice deposits. This isn't just about drinking water, it's about having enough resources to grow food, produce fuel, and support an ever-growing population. The timeline for achieving operational status by 2030 is ambitious, but SpaceX is making remarkable progress. The successful landing of the Super Heavy booster twice and upcoming tests of crucial technologies like orbital refueling show that the technical challenges are being overcome one by one. Each test, each landing, brings us closer to making Mars Base Alpha a reality. But what drives this race to Mars goes far deeper than technological achievement or national pride. It's about the raw human spirit that has pushed us to explore since our ancestors first looked up at the stars. The first crews will need to be more than just astronauts. They'll be the pioneers who carry the dreams and hopes of our entire species on their shoulders. Consider the moment when the first child is born on Mars, an event that scientists predict could happen within the first decade of settlement. That child will be the first human in history to call another planet their true home. They'll grow up watching Earth as a bright star in the Martian night sky, their existence proof that humanity has truly become a multiplanetary species. The psychological challenges these settlers will face are just as daunting as the technical ones. Dr. James Morrison, SpaceX's lead psychologist for crew selection, explains that the isolation and pressure will test even the strongest minds. We're not just selecting people based on their technical skills, he says. We're looking for individuals who can maintain their humanity in an inhuman environment, who can find joy and purpose millions of miles from everything they've ever known. There'll be engineers, doctors, scientists, and builders working together to solve problems we can't even anticipate yet. Their success will depend not just on their skills, but on their ability to adapt and innovate in an environment that's literally alien to human experience. The strategic importance of establishing Mars Base Alpha cannot be overstated. As Bill Nelson, the former NASA administrator, has emphasized, we're facing a very aggressive and capable Chinese space program. The nation that establishes the first permanent presence on Mars will have a significant advantage in accessing and utilizing the planet's resources. This isn't about planting flags or claiming territory. It's about securing humanity's future among the stars. Mars Base Alpha represents our first step toward becoming a truly multiplanetary species. The technology and experience gained from this endeavor will be invaluable for future exploration and settlement throughout the solar system. As the Martian sunset casts long shadows across the construction sites of Mars Base Alpha, we're witnessing the beginning of a new chapter in human history. The race between SpaceX and China isn't just about reaching Mars first, it's about proving that humans can not only survive, but thrive on another planet. The success of Mars Base Alpha balances on a knife's edge of countless factors. The reliability of Starship, the effectiveness of resource extraction, the resilience of human crews, and the ability to maintain a supply chain across millions of miles of space. Every failed test, every setback, every delay carries the weight of human lives and dreams. Yet with each passing day, these challenges are being met with innovative solutions born from the combined genius of thousands of engineers, scientists, and dreamers who refuse to accept failure as an option. Recent breakthroughs in radiation shielding technology, developed by SpaceX's advanced materials team, have already exceeded expectations. The latest tests show protection levels approaching those on Earth, a development that Dr. Elena Petrova, lead radiation specialist, calls a game changer for long-term human survival on Mars. Meanwhile, the revolutionary water extraction system, capable of processing tons of Martian ice daily, has demonstrated 98% efficiency in laboratory conditions that simulate the harsh Martian environment. But perhaps the most inspiring developments come from the human side of the mission. The first crew selection process has revealed extraordinary examples of human dedication. Take Maria Gonzalez, a potential crew member who learned 4 languages and mastered 3 engineering disciplines in preparation for her Mars application. Or David Chang, who spent 2 years living in an isolated Antarctic research station to prove his ability to thrive in extreme environments. These aren't just applicants, they're the embodiment of humanity's unwavering drive to push beyond its limits. We stand at the threshold of becoming something more than we are, not just visitors to other worlds, but true pioneers of the solar system. Mars Base Alpha isn't just a destination, it's the beginning of humanity's greatest journey. The technology is ready, the plans are in place, and the race is on. The only question that remains is, who will write the first chapter of human history on Mars? As we stand on the brink of this historic moment, the race to Mars has never been more crucial. SpaceX's vision of Mars Base Alpha represents more than just a technical achievement. It's humanity's first step toward becoming a truly multiplanetary civilization. With Starship development advancing rapidly and the first uncrewed missions planned for 2026, we're witnessing the dawn of a new era in human exploration. The competition between SpaceX and China isn't just about who reaches Mars first. It's about shaping the future of our species among the stars. Every test flight, every technological breakthrough brings us closer to the day when humans will call the red planet their home. Stay connected with Elon Musk 24 hours for the latest updates on this incredible journey. If you believe in humanity's future on Mars, show your support by hitting that like button and joining our growing community of space enthusiasts. Share your thoughts on Mars Base Alpha in the comments below. We'd love to hear your perspectives on this historic endeavor. This is Elon Musk 24 Hours, where we keep you at the forefront of humanity's greatest adventure. Subscribe now and hit that notification bell to ensure you never miss our latest coverage of SpaceX's journey to Mars.